Welcome to the spelling video for this week. I hope you are ready for some fun because I got a story to tell. It's story time. Well, not yet, but it will be. So make sure you got your glue stick so you're ready. Make sure you have your pencil to write. Scissors because you need to cut out your words so you can sort them later. Your zip top bag or envelope, whichever one you're using. And your spelling book. Got to have your spelling book. And of course, don't forget your spelling words. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut them out first. And I do have a story to tell you because when the dictionary, well, actually, let's go over what we're talking about. We're talking about accent and doubling. Doubling words. Doubling letters inside of a word, there are patterns that you've got to know. And so we're going to look at them. And I think that the accent part of this is going to be a big key for how you spell these words. So the interesting thing is that accent means to put more emphasis on something. Okay, so you're going to accent it, or accent it, or something like that. So what we'll do is we're going to look at this accent and doubling. So let me cut this a little bit. And now, of course, I've got to cut these. And, ooh, it's got a do not double. Don't double. Don't double. All right, but we're going to cut these out first. Make sure you cut out your words. That way when we sort them later at another time, or if you need to do some homework, or if you just feel like, hey, I am bored tonight, I want to do some sorting, then you got your words ready to go. So you can start sorting. You know what I mean? Okay, so get these cut out. And let me get to my story. So, this guy in about 1828 put out a dictionary, and his name was Noah Webster. Oh, let's start writing these words out or saying these words: conferred, preference, limited, reference. I want you to say your words, lay them and say them, while you put them out. Make sure that you say them, and if you can't say a word or you're not sure how to say it, then go ahead and ask your neighbor, ask your parents, ask your teacher, whoever, so that they can tell you how to say that word, because you're going to want to know how to say it. All right? But actually, when we get finished, you'll kind of get an idea, so you'll be able to do a little bit while we're doing this. All right? So, let me finish my story here. Noah Webster put out a dictionary, the first American dictionary in the United States in 1828. I'm going to write his name up here. Noah Webster. And we like to call that the Webster's Dictionary. Hey, yay, something like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these out really quick. Oh, let's glue this. And so when he put this dictionary out, he wanted to make it a little bit different than the British dictionary. And so what he was doing is he made up some rules. He changed a few things. All right, so what he did is he wanted to distinguish or change, make sure American English and British English were different. And so what he did was he took words like honor, H-O-N-O-U-R, and he took out the U. He took another one like C-O-L-O-U-R and took out the U. So he wanted to change some of those. Then he took another word like theater, and he went R-E. That is the English way, or the British way to write it. He took that out and made it E-R. He also did the same thing with center. C-E-N-T-R-E. That's a place where people go. The center, the city center. But he changed that to E-R. So it's C-E-N-T-E-R. Isn't that cool? So he took some of those things and he changed them. But then he changed the rules for doubling the final consonants on some of these things also. So, oops, before I cut that, let's write this out. So here we go. We're going to put it out. So basically, Noah Webster wanted to change the language, and so he did, because I guess everybody bought his dictionary, and now we do what he says. So we're going to do to double, D-O-U-B-L-E, double, underline it. Do not double. And then underline that. And then let's start writing some things under that. But first, I'm going to do a little cut. Going to put these in my zip top bag. So let's get to the words. Here we go. Oh, we're going to put two words. So let's do orbited and do not double. See, no double at the end. Orbited. Orbited. And then we're going to do omitted. Omitted. Oh, did you hear how I did that? Omitted, orbited. Where do you hear the difference? I know they're different words. I know. But I want you to hear them. Omitted, orbited. Where is the accent? Where's the accent? The accent. That is, where is the more emphasis put? Where do we put the emphasis in those words? Omit. Omitted. That's where the emphasis is there. But on orbited, it's at the beginning. Orbited. 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 See what I'm saying? Do you hear it? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you hear me? Okay, I think you do. All right, so let's do another word. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got. So old Noah Webster was pretty smart. He didn't just make up any rule. He actually made up a rule that works. So let's see what this one, there's two of them on here. I wonder if this is forgetting, forget. Do we double? Yeah, we double. Forgetting. So forget, that's in the middle. Forget. Actually, omit. Forget. Wow, that's like the base word, and then adding that ing or ed or other suffix or something at the end that changes the word. If the accent is at the end of the word or in the middle, or at the end, then we double it. If it's not, then we don't. So we do limit, limit, limited, L-I-M-I-T, limit. And let me remind you, just in case you don't remember or don't know, that every accent has to have a vowel. Omitted. Omitted. Forgetting. Limited. Orbited. See what I'm saying? Do you hear me? Do you see that? So accents, syllables, it's where we accent on the syllable. So this is your work for tonight or today or whenever you're doing this. I want you to take every single one of these words and I want you to say it. Hear where you put the accent. Do you put it in the beginning? Do you put it in the end? And then write it where it goes. I know that when you look at it, you're going to go, oh, there's two ends right there, Mr. Anderson. I can put it under the double. But what I want you to do is I want you to say it. Begin. Begin. Beginner. You got to understand why you're putting it in there. Why? What are you talking about? That's what I want you to know. I want you to say that. I want you to say, why is this happening? Why do we put this in here? Why? Why? One syllable. It's got a Y at the end. That's the vowel. W-H-Y. Why? Love it. I hope you learned something on here. I sure did when I did this. But, yeah, guess that's it. All right. Have a good day. See ya. Get them done.